2022. The greatest women's national teams compete to be crowned the best in Europe. The 13th UEFA Women's Euros, showcasing the brightest stars of the game. But this is bigger than just football. It's the legacy. It's the fans. It's inspiring future generations. The countdown starts now.
Please welcome your hosts, Gabby Logan and Alex Scott.
Welcome to the UEFA Women's Euro 2022 draw live from Manchester.
Look at that, we are all so excited to be here, and what an amazing opener that was.
Incredible. Ellie, thank you so much for being here with us. Everybody loved that. We know how important fitness is to you, promoting women's sport as well. Excited to be part of this?
I am so excited to be here, honestly, to be in the same room as you guys. So many incredible athletes. It's honestly an honour, so thank you so much for having me. We're so happy to be here.
Please make some noise for the incredible Ellie Goulding!
So tonight, we are going to be deciding the fate of 16 teams hoping to be crowned European champions next summer. As we know, we're kicking off a year later than expected, but all good things come to those who wait. And it is safe to say we are all very excited. Women's football continues to grow and grow, so next year's competition is going to be bigger and better than ever.
Now, as well as the draw itself, we've got another very special music performance for you later, plus all the information on how you can get your hands on match tickets.
Yeah, we've got millions of viewers tuning in live across the world, but we have some equally important people with us here in Manchester, including the coaches and players from local team Formby Community FC. Where are you? Give us a wave. There you are, yes. You offer football from age 3 and up to walking footballers in their 80s and football beyond borders who work with young people from disadvantaged backgrounds. Absolutely incredible. Plus, we are joined by all 16 teams in today's draw, including current champions, the Netherlands, who are going to be hoping to retain their title.
And that's what this is all about, getting their hands on that coveted UEFA Women's Euro trophy. Now, as hosts of next year's tournament, it was really important that the trophy got here safe and sound to England, and it was the job of Netherlands and Arsenal striker Vivian Miedema to make that happen.
Hey Alex, how are you doing?
Yo Viv, what's up?
Listen, I've sent you something. You need to help me out. I'm a bit tied up, and I know you're hosting the draw. Any chance you can get it to Manchester for me?
Yeah, sure.
I can trust you, right? I mean, I asked you to water my plants while I was at the Olympics. Look how that went. I've put some instructions in there, just in case. This trophy is a big deal. It has to get there safely. Thanks, mate.
No problem, no problem. I'm sure I can get some people to help me out. Dear England,
we hope you are well. The time has come.
We've been looking after this gem for 4 long years.
And it's finally time to compete for it again this summer.
There are so many great things about England. We know you'll take good care of our most prized possession. Virgil? Oh, you mean the trophy.
Please protect it from your questionable weather. It's absolutely gorgeous. What are they on about?
And don't leave it in the chippy. Oh my God.
Women's football is growing in momentum every day.
And it's unstoppable.
We are ready to put on our boots next July to defend our title.
As your famous William Shakespeare once said, all the world's a stage, and this is the greatest stage on earth. You have the best of Europe right there at your feet.
With 16 teams competing across 31 games in 9 host cities, from Rotherham to Brighton, all across England.
We want you to build on the legacy.
Ignite the passion.
And inspire the next generation.
So please, take good care of it. And don't be late.
We shall see you on the pitch.
Yours sincerely, the Netherlands.
See, the trophy has made it safely. And who better to bring it on than the woman who guided the Netherlands to victory in 2017 and current England coach? It is Sarina Wiegman.
There it is.
Nice placement.
It's here, safe and sound. Sarina, thank you so much for bringing the trophy back. Tell us just how good it felt to win in 2017.
Well, it's hardly to tell, but it was incredible, an unforgettable memory it gives, and I will share it and take it with me the rest of my life.
We're just seeing some images behind of the Netherlands lifting that trophy. But Sarina, what can a host country look forward to? And actually, what does it mean to the home Euro team to host it?
Yeah, you can, of course, everyone wants to be the nation to be proud. But now when you're in your home country, so many people come to watch the game. And we can make a difference. And it was like it did in the Netherlands. And we want to connect with the fans and just show.
Sarina, thank you so much for bringing the trophy, and best of luck, of course, with England next summer. Sarina Wiegman!
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, next summer, fans will be flocking to see some of the world's best players in action as 31 matches are played in 9 host cities across England. We've got the tea and scones all ready, Alex.
Oh, I love a scone,
Jam
Gabby.
first.
I'll be there. But right, it's not only going to bring the best games in European sport, but provide lasting legacy and connect with a new generation of football fans.
Ice. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, go. It's that time. Tick. Better get your breath, no flat line. Watch all the champs sat down for the pitch side. Sky ain't the limit, we can go past that height. Everybody wake up, no nap time. Now it's all the females in the limelight. And they call a woman a bear cause we can fly. Or the girls are running the thing, no standby. In it, gotta come hard, not timid. Every 4 years you're in it to win it. Inspiring the generations, no gimmick. Gotta get the golden finish. Can't take your eyes off the ball like Quidditch. Everybody gotta come along who's with it. You don't have to put the kettle on, come visit. 90 minutes, I'm in it. The whole of England, not just 9 cities. London, Sheffield, and my city. From OT, gotta keep hyping it. If we get knocked, gotta keep fighting it. And we can't stop, gotta keep driving it. Rotherham, Wigan, and Lee, Brighton and Hull, making Kingsides in it.
Who run the world? Goals, facts. You can tell by the way they attack. Euro's got the whole team in the back. It's the time of the year, so no time to slack. Like, who go through to the final? Big day held at Wembley Stadium. And a focused mind is vital. Atmosphere could mess up your cranium. An event like never seen before. A feeling you've never felt before. And now you're not just opening doors, it's a lasting legacy left on the floor. Like, what you know about Brighton and Hove? There's some bad boy cities as host. Can't forget about London town, my city, yeah, you know how it goes. Southampton and Milton Keynes, yeah, it's not made out for the weak. Northside cities involved are peak. It's a female title, G. It's a female rivalry, cause they work so hard, competitive steeds. Mash up the pitch so eloquently, cause the title's near, man, it's in arm's reach. Yeah, man, it's in arm's reach. No looking back now, yeah, it's in arm's reach. Gotta show the girls that they got this, gotta show the fam doing proud, yeah, the kids we teach. Teach them that anything goes, do it for my peeps and the cities that host. Euros, yeah, we doing the most. Time of the year, so let's raise a toast. Yeah, let's raise a toast. Time of the year, let's raise a toast.
Yeah, thank you to our amazing rappers there. Drea Mack from London and Lady Ice from Manchester. I'm delighted to be joined right now by Manchester and England goalkeeper Karen Bardsley and Manchester and Trafford legacy chair. Karen, thank you for joining us. England hosted the tournament back in 2005. What does it mean for them to be hosting it once again?
Well, obviously, since 2005, the game's come a long way. So I think we want to prove how much we've developed in that time. So it's a really exciting moment for everyone. It's a platform for opportunity to change and see progress. So that's what we're looking forward to most.
And I suppose the tournament buzzword is legacy. How are we going to see that?
You'll see it. We're trying to welcome as many underrepresented groups to football as possible. But for me personally, I think football is going to be that vehicle for social change and mobility. We're going to get football into all the primary schools in Manchester and make sure that every girl who wants to play has the opportunity to do so.
Karen, I love that. Thank you for being with us this evening. Enjoy the rest of the show. Gabby, back to you.
Thank you very much. Great to hear from Karen now. After a qualifying campaign that began back in 2019, 16 teams have made it through to compete in next year's tournament. These, of course, include the hosts England, the defending champions, the Netherlands, and Northern Ireland, who'll be making their first ever appearance at a Women's Euros. OK, let's take a look then at all 16 teams in today's draw. So now it's time to start the draw. And to help us, we have some very special guests joining us on stage. First up is an England legend who won honours with Birmingham City, Arsenal and Chelsea and made 144 appearances for her country. Ladies and gentlemen, Karen Carney.
Our next guest won the UEFA Women's Euro 3 times with Germany, for whom she played 158 times. Please welcome Anja Mittag.
A Premier League champion with Manchester City, UEFA Nations League winner with Portugal and voted UEFA Champions League Defender of the Season last season. It is, of course, Ruben Diaz.
He plays just down the road for Manchester United, a Spanish international who has won almost every trophy going, including the UEFA Champions League and the UEFA Euro. Please welcome Juan Mata.
Our next guest is a midfielder who played 183 times for France and who was a cornerstone of the all-conquering Olympique Lyonnais team. Please put your hands together for Camille Abeli.
With 117 caps and 46 goals, she is one of England's greatest ever players and the country's record goal scorer. We're delighted to welcome Kelly Smith.
Next up is a Danish midfielder who competed at 4 consecutive UEFA Women's Euros in a career that saw her win 210 caps. Please welcome Katrina Pedersen!
Completing our lineup is another former Olympique Lyonnais player, a prolific forward who was Golden Boot winner at the 2013 UEFA Women's Euros and who is Sweden's all-time top goal scorer. Ladies and gentlemen, Lotta Schelin. And here to oversee proceedings are our draw experts, UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti and UEFA Chief of Women's Football Nadine Kessler.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Gabby. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the UEFA Women's Euro 2022 final draw. We are delighted to be here in Manchester, in this world-famous footballing city, where the 13th edition of this prestigious competition will kick off next summer. Nadine, what does this competition mean to those playing in it?
Well, it means everything. It means the world to them. It is obviously very special to play for your country, to put that jersey on and to play a Euro. And there are not many things that can bring a country together like international football. And quite honestly, there are not many better things in life to do than to be able to call yourself a European champion.
That's true, and only the really good ones can say that.
Thank you.
This competition is one of the oldest women's national team competitions in the world, and it has a storied past created by the likes of Pia Sundhage, Silvia Neid, Hege Riise, and Lieke Martens more recently. Not to mention our star guests we have here on stage with us, and our star master of ceremonies, who is standing here with me, and who I'm honored to assist, the 2014 European and World Player of the Year, Nadine Kessler. In 2022, UEFA and the English Football Association will build upon the history created by all these players and their teammates to deliver a next-level Women's Euro.
And to reach this next level, we will raise standards across the bar for the media, for fans, and particularly for the players. Players like Midema and Magul, Bronze and Harder, Putellas, and many more. Players whose skills, passion, power, and personality will inspire a whole new generation of football-obsessed girls and boys and leave a legacy across this country, Europe, and beyond. The importance of the UEFA Women's Euro for European football cannot be understated. And this tournament is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of us to unleash the full potential of it.
This is definitely true, Nadine. As the only major football tournament of the summer, we will be center stage like never before. We believe that Women's Euro 2022 will be a catalyst for the exponential growth of the women's game. We want record-breaking TV viewership. We want record-breaking attendances. And We will deliver an open and inclusive tournament that is not only the biggest and best UEFA Women's Euro ever, but one that sets the benchmark for all European women's sports events going forward.
And we are on track. More than 160,000 tickets have already been sold during a pre-sales phase that smashed our own high expectations. But good news, the official ticket ballot will only launch this evening. So there's still a chance for you all here to apply for tickets. Therefore, no more excuses. Please go and register for the ballot. It's a unique opportunity to lift this game to new heights, and we want you all to be very much on board with it. Don't miss out.
For sure, you cannot miss out. The game in Europe goes from strength to strength. This will be the most competitive Women's Euro ever. 15 of the participating teams next summer are ranked in the top 25 globally, and at last Women's World Cup, 7 of the 8 quarter-finalists were from Europe. Next summer, we will have world-class players and world-class teams playing in an unmissable tournament.
That's absolutely right, Giorgio. We have every reason to be excited about next summer's tournament. The hype is all around, everyone can feel it, our collective enthusiasm is clear. But now it's time to settle down a little and to move on to the reason we are all here this evening. The moment where the path to the final in Wembley on the 31st of July becomes clear to the 16 participating teams, the final draw.
That's right, Nadine. And to make sure everything's clear before we start, here's a short video to explain how the draw will work.
16 teams will participate in the UEFA Women's Euro 2022 final tournament. The hosts England and the 15 teams that progressed from the European qualifiers. The 16 finalists will be drawn into 4 groups of 4 teams, groups A to D. England have been assigned to position 1 of Group A. The other teams have been divided into 4 seeding pots, based on UEFA's women's national team coefficient rankings. Pot 1 has 3 teams, while the other pots have 4 teams each. The draw starts with Pot 1, and these teams will be drawn and assigned to position 1 of their respective groups, starting with Group B, then C, and then finally D. From Pot 2 onwards, teams will be drawn and assigned to their groups in alphabetical order, from A to D. In order to randomise the match schedule, after each team is drawn, a second draw will take place to determine the team's position in the respective group. The first ball from Pot 2 will be drawn and the team assigned to Group A. Then another draw will determine the team's position in Group A. This procedure will be repeated as the remaining balls from Pot 2 are drawn into Groups B, C and D. Pot 3 and then Pot 4 are drawn in the same manner. The final tournament match schedule will be made available by UEFA this evening, in time for the launch of the ticket ballot at 1900 BST, 2000 CEST.
So hopefully everything is now crystal clear. Let's get the draw started. Over to you, Giorgio and Nadine.
Alex, it is crystal clear and we get straight to it. But let's remind us quickly of the teams in Pot 1. Netherlands, Germany and France. As you all know, England as the host has been already allocated to position A1 and the path for the Lionesses is therefore clear. So we will draw the first team of this UEFA Women's Euro 2022 draw that goes into position B1, and I ask Anja to kindly kick us off.
Suspense.
Germany.
Germany, I speak, you don't speak. No, but do you think that Germany will resume the feeling with this tournament, which was interrupted by the Dutch wonder team in 2017?
I'm not sure that's a fair question as a German and wearing here my neutral UEFA uniform, so I will pass that question on to Martina Voss-Tecklenburg for the media interviews afterwards. But a household name in women's football, no country has marked this competition more than the Germans. 8 times did they win it. So Martina will follow up, I think. Anja, please.
But for the moment, they are in Group B.
That's true.
And now we see Group C.
Exactly. And heading Group C
Netherlands.
Will be the Netherlands. Perfect.
Reigning title holders.
Yes, and became title holders in their first major final, which is not an easy one to do. The Dutch bring the fan walks over to England, please.
Group
That would
C
be great.
for the Netherlands. Only one is left in this spot.
France.
France going into Group D, position 1.
So France, the team full of stars, I think they will not be satisfied with the 3 quarterfinals they achieved in the past. We can expect them to be really racing to compete for more than the quarterfinals. But now we are ready to start seeing who plays with whom, and we will be in the wise hands of Juan Mata, because we are going to pot number 2, which comprises the likes of Sweden, Spain, Norway, and Italy. So big names, big teams, and certainly teams which will deliver great clashes and challenges in this group phase.
Norway.
So Norway is joining England in Group A, but we don't know in which position, and I will ask Karen now to start giving us also the position of the teams, which are important because the positions will tell us how the calendar will unfold in group phase.
Twice champion also of this competition, Norway.
A3.
So Norway is position A3, together with England, and we go with the second team. This team will join Group B, which is currently headed by Germany.
Spain.
And one is happy because Spain popped up, but I don't know if Spain is happy to play with Germany. Certainly we have great matches also here.
But I think Spain also has every reason to be confident. I mean, if all European positional awards and the best player award go to Spain, domineering on club football and confidently running through the qualifiers, I think Jorge Vilda can also be quite confident about his team.
For sure, but we need to know in which position Spain will play, and for this, Ruben will give us this position very soon.
B3.
B3, so 3 also for Spain in Group B. And now, Juan, please, we want to know which team is going to challenge the reigning champions of the Netherlands in Group C.
Sweden.
Sweden is challenging the Netherlands, Group C, and Camille starts drawing now the position.
Number 2nd in the world, silver medalist in Rio and Tokyo, 3rd place at the World Cup, the winner of our first edition. I have no doubt Sweden will look closely at this trophy.
C2.
C2. C2 for Sweden, which means that they will challenge Netherlands in the first match of the group. First match day of the group. So last team, we left in this pot number 2.
Italy.
Is Italy. And Italy is allocated obviously to Group D, together with France, but we don't know in which position.
What do you have to say about Italy?
Well, Italy made the country proud 2 years ago at the World Cup. I think the Italians certainly hope they will repeat the same performance.
D2.
D2, so for Italy, so also Italy will have to face France in their first match in the tournament. So we are ready now to go to another pot.
Absolutely, we reached the halfway mark, but there's no half-time break for us. We will move on to pot 3. And let's quickly look at the teams again in pot 3. This is Denmark, Belgium, Switzerland, and Austria. And please, Kelly, draw the first team, which will go into Group A.
Austria.
Austria will go into Group A, and we will now have Karen telling us in which position Austria will go.
Austria surprised Europe in 2017 with the first participation up to the semi-finals.
That is a decent result.
A2.
A2.
A2 for Austria. This gives us a great news that England-Austria will open the Women's Euro 2022 on the 6th of July at Old Trafford.
Absolutely
England
correct.
versus Austria.
Perfect. Kelly, please tell us the next team, which will go into Group B.
Denmark.
Denmark will join Germany and Spain, and we will have Ruben telling us in which position. The Danish were runner-ups in 2017 and have a great team together as well with many stars around, and I'm sure the ambition of the Danish are quite big too.
B2.
B2. Brilliant. Moving on to Group C and the next team that will join Netherlands and Sweden.
Switzerland.
Will be Switzerland, and let's now find out in which position they will be. Camille, tell us, please. Switzerland.
C4.
Perfect, see-through. Switzerland got through the playoffs, had to work hard, but the harder you work, the better you are prepared. So, Kelly, tell us the last team. Thank you. Joining Group D, France and Italy.
Belgium.
Will be the Red Flames. Katrine?
Belgium. Belgium had the best goal scorer in the qualifications and also the player who served the most assists. Okay. Dequigny and Vallard. Correct?
Correct, D3. If you say so.
D3.
D3.
D3 for Belgium. So with this, only one thing is left for Lotta to tell us. The teams which will complete the 4 groups. So Lotta, please shuffle the balls and we will start finishing the job. And we start with Group A, the group of the hosts, England.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
That was quite a reaction.
Been received with quite a lot of enthusiasm by the room. And Karen, please show us the piece of paper with the position of Northern Ireland in this group.
We don't expect nothing less but the whole of Northern Ireland to come to the Women's Euro, okay? Good.
A4.
A4. So A4, obviously, for Northern Ireland. Another team now for Group B. Lotta, please.
Finland.
Finland. Finland joins Germany, Denmark, and Spain in Group B. Ruben, please, the last ball. with the last position.
Good memories. When they think of England, they reached the semis 2005 here. But since then, Finnish women's football has come a long way. Loads of investment, good restructuring of the league, and for sure an ambitious Finnish team.
B4.
And obviously B4 is the position of Finland, together with Germany, Denmark, Spain. Only 2 balls left, 2 teams for groups C and D. And the one which Lotta is extracting now will join group C.
Russia.
Russia, Netherlands, Sweden, and Switzerland are their opponents. Camille will show us the position of Russia.
6 times already qualified for the Women's Euro. Russia for sure has experience and every reason to be confident.
C3.
C3 for Russia. Only 1 team left now. We have to complete the draw and complete Group D, where we have already allocated France, Italy, Belgium.
Iceland.
And with them, Iceland in the position that Catherine will show us in a while.
A country that shows over and over again, it's not about population size. To get to final tournaments, it's quality work.
For men and women.
Exactly.
D4.
D4. And with D4 for Iceland in Group D, the draw is concluded.
Absolutely. This concludes the final draw for the Women's Euro 2022, and we hand back the floor over to Gabby and Alex.
Thank you so much, Giorgio and Nadine. Well, that completes the draw, but let's go through the lineup of our 4 groups. And Group A, England's group, the hosts, we know now, will face in their opening game on July the 6th, next summer at Old Trafford. It will be Austria for them. Of course, Norway have a huge heritage, don't they, in these championships, beaten in 2013 in the final. And Northern Ireland complete the group, which is going to be a wonderful matchup as well. Debutantes in the Euros.
It had to happen, Gabby, didn't it? It had to happen. But Group B right there, Germany, who've had their hands on the trophy 8 times, will be hoping to get their name on it once again. Joined by Denmark, Pernille Harder having a fantastic season with Chelsea, will be hoping to continue that into the tournament next summer. Joined by Spain and Finland, like Nadine said, they were in the semi-final in 2005.
And Group C, the holders, Netherlands, will face Sweden, who've had a magnificent few years with that bronze medal in the, of course, World Cup in 2019, a wonderful Olympics as well. And Russia in the group, and Switzerland completing the lineup there.
Yeah, and that final Group D. France, who have never made it past the quarter-final. Could this be their chance? Camille, I can see you over there smiling at me. Joined by Italy, Belgium, and Iceland to make up Group D. But our massive thank you to all our special guests this evening, and of course to Giorgio and Nadine.
Well, I think you'll all agree there are some amazing games to look forward to. It's going to be quite a competition, one you are not going to want to miss out on. So if, like me, you're desperate to see those matches, you can apply for your tickets at the address on the screen right now.
This ain't no sideshow. This is the main event. The big show. So ladies and gentlemen, get ready to show your support, your pride and your passion. Players, it's time to show what you're made of. What you got? Steal the show. No. Run the show. So one and all, old and young, show up, show your face, your colours, your heart. Just grab your ticket, take your seat, and enjoy the show.
And that's it for what has been an amazing evening. I, for one, cannot wait until it all kicks off next summer.
Thank you so much to all of our special guests, the incredible sportswomen who are here tonight, the amazing fans, and to all of you watching at home, wherever you are. We've got just 9 months to wait.
Bye.